Aries, welcome back to Gold Soul Tarot. This is your December reading. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. This applies to Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, in Venus, Mars, and Crosswatcher. This can apply vice versa. So again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I am taking personal readings. You can find the link to book in the description below. Let's get started. Okay. Let's see. So Sag moved into Mars. You might be feeling a bit feistier than normal, than your usual feisty, right? Let's see what's going on. We also have Venus retrograde in Capricorn. And we just finished eclipse season. So, Eight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I think a lot of you are trying to focus on building that stability. Some of you could be starting projects that have to do with you learning a new trade or skill, you building, creating with your hands. You know, you could be some sort of artist of some kind, but really building something from the ground up and putting in work. A lot of you could be trying to go back to school and studying or just learning more, okay? But really, this is going to turn into something where you get this financial stability that you've been hoping for, okay? And this could be even you just creating new business, yep, from the ground up. Ace of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Now, for some of you, this is you working on a relationship, okay? You could have water in your chart or be dealing with somebody who has water in their chart. So there's some sort of building happening for a lot of you, whether it be emotionally or physically. Ooh, Eight of Cups, yeah. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This can be seen as walking away, leaving, or walking through new doors. So for a lot of you, if you're in a relationship right now, you and your partner could be experiencing things together that you've never experienced before, you know, like new milestones in the relationship, okay? If this is not a relationship, or if this relationship hasn't come in, this is what's going to happen. But if this is pertaining to money and work and stability, you're going to start seeing yourself enter these new phases or these new levels. And it's really going to happen when you start to walk away from things that don't bring you the stability. Right? This might be the fact that some of you need to walk away from relationships where there's no building happening. There's no growth. Some of you, I feel like a lot of you could possibly be in a relationship where you're wanting one thing and your partner's not wanting that, and you feel like there's no growth happening there. There might be a need to walk away and really focus on yourself and practice that self-love and self-care. Ace of Wands. Okay, fire energy is your Sag. Yeah. If you're single and you've been wanting a long-term relationship, but you've been dealing with somebody who, it's all about the physical, it's all about sex, it's all about just hooking up. There's this need here to kind of walk away from that type of energy. If that's what you're wanting, you know, you can't continue to keep entertaining temporary things expecting to have anything long-term that you can build on. There's no way. You can't force anyone into wanting that, okay? But I have to say this. I'd be cautious about making any drastic decisions quickly without thinking. And Aries, you're kind of notorious for this. Take it how you want. I have Aries in my chart. I have Aries Mercury. Sometimes I say shit that I know I can't take back. Usually I said it, I meant it. But action-wise right now, I don't think you want to do anything where you maybe leave a connection out of nowhere. You know, really think about it before you leave. But if it's been something that you've been thinking about doing for a long time, maybe even just moving, changing location randomly, if this has been something that you've been feeling you need to do, then do it. Okay, ooh, look at that. 6 of Wands. For a lot of you, you doing that random drastic thing works out in your favor. Okay, with that 6 of Wands, which can represent victory. So I want you to be cautious, but also if you've been sitting on something and you know you needed to make a move, make that move, because it seems to turn out in your favor. All right. Let's see. More fire energy. Oh, jeez. Cards are flying out. 6 of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy can be seen as like giving, being fair. There could be a lot of, it is the holiday season. There could be a lot of gift giving happening. A lot of exchanging energy with you and your family. But for some of you, it feels like there's specific people around you that you feel like maybe they're giving to others more than they're giving to you. I can't really, like, you have a friend, right? And you do a lot for them. And when it comes time for them to maybe have your back, it's not the same. They're not giving you the same energy, right? Again, walking away from connections that leave you feeling like that. A lot of you, I feel like this, whatever you're working on abundance-wise, is going to be able to take care of the people that you really care about that are around you, okay? The people who have been able to help you when you've been down and out, to turn around and help them if they've been down and out. And then you have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, Virgo energy. You could have Virgo in your chart, maybe be dealing with a Virgo. If you've been in this Hermit mode, maybe antisocial, not really dealing with anyone, not talking to anyone, pulling away, this can sometimes represent depression to me, or just feeling sad. You might have gone within to really analyze things, to really look at situations or see the light of a situation or work out a game plan. I think you're soon going to come out of that Hermit mode, come out of that hiding. Let's clarify this 8 of Pentacles. Okay. 9 of Wands, yeah. Guarded energy. Now, yeah, it just really feels like you're in this place where you're like, I'm working on my stuff, I'm working on myself, I'm building, and you don't really want to let everyone in on whatever it is that you're working on. Whatever it may be, relationship, work, money. You're kind of just trying to keep to yourself on whatever it is you're doing. See, 5 of Cups. Because I think you're scared that there's going to be some sort of loss if you share too soon. Okay? There might have been in the past when you've decided to share or anything like that, it ended up where you're kind of embarrassed or feeling like you wasted emotions or energy because you might have put it out there too soon. All right? For some of you, you're kind of trying to rebuild yourself after a loss. There might be some sort of sadness. Again, crosswatcher, this could be vice versa. So let's clarify this Ace of Cups. The Lovers, Gemini energy. Yeah, harmony, okay? And it can be in partnerships or business partnerships. So there's this sense of harmony and renewal that comes after a period of time of possibly being in the 5 of Cups. If this is not you who is in the 5 of Cups, you're like moving on, doing your own thing if you've walked away from a connection and they're in this 5 of Cups, okay? Some of you could be like reconciling during this Venus retrograde with family, okay? That there could have been falling out. Yep, see? 10 of Wands. Ah, man, yeah. A lot of you, you know what you need to let go of. You know you need to walk away from, okay? And I want to say this. I think I have to look it up, but there is the next full moon, the last full moon of the year. I believe it is in Gemini. Take the time to release what you need to release. Take the time to cut the cords. Take the time to even release the negative habits that you might have. with this 10 of Wands, again, like I was saying, relationships that are very one-sided, connections that are very one-sided. You're doing most of the work. You know, people aren't putting in their share. People are, you know, letting you do the most, and when it comes to them, they're doing the least. There's really that need to release, and it seems like collectively, that's what like eclipse season was really pointing out. It's like, okay, yeah, you fuck with them like that, but do they fuck with you like that? They don't. So why are you overexerting yourself? Why are you overextending yourself? Page of Wands. If you're single, I feel like there's a lot of people who are trying to get at you or hit you up. But again, like I was saying, if you're looking for a serious relationship, you entertaining people who just want to hook up with you kind of defeats the purpose. I'm not saying not to, you know, do what you want or have fun, but don't expect a long-term thing from someone who clearly just wants to hook up with you, okay? Now, some of you, this could be the fact, I know this is not for everybody. This could be the fact that you randomly find out that you're having a child or something, or there's this random, like, if you are pregnant or someone you is pregnant for you, maybe going into labor a bit earlier than expected. That's not for everybody, obviously. I just feel like I had to say that. Okay, let's clarify the Six of Wands. Wow, Six of Pentacles. So a lot of you, that you're going to be experiencing wins, like I was saying earlier, that not only takes care of you, but takes care of the people that you care about. And if you're in a place of that much abundance where you can share or do some sort of like charity work, because I feel like this is where it's leading to, do that. If you can do something where you can give back, do that, you know? Because obviously, if you care about somebody, when you win, they win. It should be the same way, you know, if you've been holding someone down and they win, it should be that you win too. But really analyzing those partnerships where it's not like that. And when they win, they win. But whenever you win, they win. You really got to look at that stuff. And then there you go. Star, Aquarius energy. Could have Aquarius in your chart, maybe be dealing with an Aquarius, but this is seen as reflecting, healing. There's really a need here to review the people that you deal with, the people that you have around you, where you realize, okay, you know, they're kind of treating me like the ugly stepchild, and I'm really in this star energy. How could they possibly treat me like that? Where you need to really recognize your self-worth. I think that's something big here. There could be a lot of eyes on you. There could be a lot of people who are wanting to work together with you. If you're like in some sort of industry where there's a lot of attention on you, it seems to me that there's going to be a lot of recognition. People just wanting to work with you. People really wanting to get you included into things. So don't be like surprised when you feel like there's a lot of people around you wanting to extend something or extend offers to you. Then you have the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So if you've been waiting for anything to happen, it's not a long wait. If you've been waiting to move, okay? Because some of you, it feels like moving or leaving. If you've been waiting, it could be like 3 weeks. Some of you maybe 3 days, 3 months. But it's not a long wait. And I was saying, I feel like you're soon going to come out of that hermit mode. Some of you are soon about to come out of that hiding or that place of maybe feeling sad or feeling down and out or needing to make a game plan and then execute. I think you're coming out of that. Oh, see? 10 of Swords. Yeah. A lot of you are trying to heal from any sort of realization of people maybe betraying you or backstabbing you. Some of you, this is just you doing it to yourself. Overthinking. Yeah, overthinking. Because in reality, it feels like there is a lot of love around you. There's a lot of people who care about you. The Hangman, Pisces energy. Yeah. Some of you have been feeling stuck in your head, feeling like, but I think you're going to shift out of that. There might be a big change in perspective when it comes to, again, it just feels like, so look, see, partnerships, relationships. There's a switch of perspective here. You might have been looking at certain people a certain way, and then you realize maybe that's not how it is. Maybe they don't have my best interest at heart. Or maybe the person that I was putting on the back burner really does have my best interest at heart. Okay, Two of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This can be a soulmate card, equal give and take. This can also be a card of healing. So some of you might have been stuck in this place of really trying to heal, and I think eventually you move out of that. It could be health issues, all right? Actual physical issues. Seven of Wands, yeah. And if you don't want to, and this sounds like the Pisces reading, maybe you have Pisces in your chart. Maybe you're dealing with the Pisces, you should look at that. If you don't want to let go, I said this to Pisces, you're going to be dragged. If you don't want to let go of things that you know are not good for you, you will be dragged. And that's the main thing here. Knowing what needs to be let go of, knowing when to let go. Okay? Let's see. Let's see. What does Aries need to focus on, or what are some things that could come up in the month of December for Aries? Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Being indecisive, which usually I feel like Aries placements are not very indecisive, but if you are one of these, Aries placements or cross watcher, where you've been feeling kind of indecisive when it comes to something with Aries, there's a need here to come out of that being stuck, not making the decision, not making the move, because it's hurting you more than it's helping you. Okay? The World. There you go. Yeah, this is kind of like the Pisces reading, like I was saying. Closing out of cycles, but also starting new cycles. Don't be indecisive on the things that you know need to be closed out. Don't be indecisive on the things that you know there's like an opportunity. You just need to take the leap of faith. You just need to make the move. So strange, because I just feel like Aries are very decisive. They make the move. But maybe you've been in a place of confusion or doubt where you haven't been able to feel that way. Yeah. Two of Pentacles, where you've been feeling off balance. Where maybe one minute you think you know, and the next minute you're like, I'm not even very sure. Also with money, it could be that money has been very up and down. One minute you're good, the next minute you're like, I really don't even know if I'm going to be able to make it to the next month. I don't know if I'm going to pay this bill. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay that bill. Don't overdo it for the holiday season if you have to buy gifts. Be real with people, okay? And that's what I was saying with that Six of Pentacles. Be real with people and let them know if it's people that care about you and you care about them, they should be able to understand that maybe you can't afford this or you can't afford that. Don't overextend yourself. Don't overdo it, all right? No one should have to kill themselves to buy gifts for people. It's just, crazy. Capitalism, it makes us do crazy things. But then you have the Judgment at the bottom of the deck. A lot of you, there could be potential, like I was saying, resurrection of relationships, or, healing of certain relationships. But really, I have to say this. You got to look at who's worthy and who's not. Because with Venus retrograde, yeah, there could be reconciliation, but this could just be reconciliation to learn a lesson again and then be like, all right, that was not the move to reconcile. Like, that was not the thing to do. Okay? Some of you, you're going to have to look at, I feel like legal issues are a thing here too, where it could go either way for, it's very up in the air with this legal situation. That's not for everybody. Okay, so this is Vishuddha. I don't remember what that is in this deck. Let's see. That is a Justice card. Wow, what I just said about legal situations. So some of you could be dealing with certain legal situations. Justice can represent Libra, karma, truth. There might be things like certain cases or things that come up where it's very 50-50, okay? Let's see. So it says, essence, attaining, balance, highest good, speaking desires, right speech. Perhaps the most abstract of chakra sigils is a teal blue field with mirrored vibrational arches, which represent the ethereal yet ultimately peaceful potential of the throat chakra. Teal is a balance between blue and green, which marries both of the surrounding chakras, the heart and the third eye. Teal is a very cooling, calming color that reminds us to hydrate ourselves and not to aggravate our communication center. Right speech is not a fixed concept, but it is something that each of us should thrive to achieve for ourselves and others each day. The 5 gatekeepers of speech are as follows. 1, is it true? 2, is it kind? 3, is it beneficial? 4, is it necessary? 5, is it the right time? And as I would also add, do I have consent? As many of us would run a checklist of the first 5, assuming that the other person would, for example, benefit from our advice when perhaps they just need us to listen. We often barge in with our responses, input, admonishments, judgments, criticisms, suggestions, highly subjective perspectives without even thinking. This card reminds us to cool it, literally and figuratively, by truly slowing down and allowing the 5 gatekeepers to guide our communication towards harmony. Soon we find that we don't rush to speak as much as we do, and it is much more meaningful. Funny, I was talking about Aries and and how sometimes you guys can jump to doing things, a lot of the time saying things that might be harsh. There's really a need to cool it on that. But if you've been in a place where you haven't been speaking up, which I find that a little hard to believe, depending on where your placement is, where you have Aries in your chart, where you haven't been speaking up, where you've just been chilling and you need to say something or you need to do something, putting it into action and saying or doing the thing. There might be people who are coming to you for advice, and a lot of the time when people come for advice, they're not really looking for advice. They just want someone to listen. You could tell them what they should do. In reality, they just want someone to listen. Okay, so really take that into consideration with dealing with anyone, friendship or relationships, love relationships, business partnerships. Take that into consideration, okay? So I hope you liked the reading. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and check out your moon, rising, and Venus. Peace.